Welcome back to the grand finals of the MLG Play 2000 series. The next map, it's going to be Hardpoint on Slums. So if there's one map I'm looking for compLexity to go big on, it's this one.
Yeah, you know, this is their strongest hardpoint, I would say, outside of Yemen. And it's pretty much because Clayster's so dominant on this map. Clayster and Aches roaming around, getting those kills. I mean, all of them are amazing players on this map. And it's really going to come down to that white wall and garage. If you can control those spawns, and especially if you can get streaks going into those hills, that's huge.
Not only that, if you're down going into the second rotation of those hard points, that's where you're going to make your comeback. And we've seen it time and time again. Teams able to set up early enough to gain control of those hard points, earn streaks, and then from there, win the game.
Yeah, if you can get to that white wall junk area and you can control that, you pretty much guarantee yourself garage if you play it right. So in theory, you're not playing for 60 seconds, you're playing for 120. So, and most likely you'll get streaks out of one of those two hills, which the next two are the circle and bottom, which are easily broken with streaks.
All right, so we're just waiting on Kill to switch over, and then we can get this game started. And if UNiTE win this map, they're your champions for this weekend's 2K series.
Yeah, I mean, that would be huge to throning compLexity. They've won 2 weeks in a row, or is it it's probably
3 weeks.
Two,
I know they've won like
3 or
2 2K series, and they won the most recent 5K series.
All right, so
3 in a row?
Yeah, they pretty much won every Saturday tournament for a month straight, so this would be a big stop to that reign.
Yeah, finally. compLexity, they stopped winning, but they'll still be invited back on the pro scrim since, you know, if they lose, they'll be in second place. So I hope we don't match them up against Curse again.
We've had the compLexity
2 weeks in a row
rivalry for weeks now.
I mean, there's nothing we can do because if compLexity keeps winning.
If they both keep ending up there, it's what's going to happen. But
if no teams can, you know, step up their game to start winning these tournaments, or if someone keeps winning pro scrims, they're going to keep getting invited back on.
Right. I mean, there was a point in time where we were winning pro scrims all the time, and then
they were winning
weekend,
the 2K
so
series.
it was like you can't put us on
compLexity
both
versus
nights.
compLexity.
Zombies.
Yeah. 2-on-2. I don't know. Like, if you guys just keep winning, you guys just need to lose. And you might lose here.
You want us to lose?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, we'll see. UNiTE's looked extremely strong on respawn tonight with Saints. You know, he's really just slaying everything.
Yeah, that's really the story of Saints for this whole afternoon. Just slay, 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 kill, kill, kill. I got 40 kills. Yeah,
I have streaks. I got 40 kills. Look at this, blah, blah, blah. You know, he's just tearing it up today. And also, Killa's had a very good day, too, from UNiTE. You know, strong play, AR, and submachine gun. And he's really guiding that team without Parasite.
And here you go. The countdown has begun. The map, it's going to load soon. Hardpoint Slums will be the next map. And
yeah,
who do you think? What's the score going to be?
I'll say compLexity 250 to 180.
And he's always in favor of compLexity.
How do you root against your own team?
Never roots against him. I'm going to go 250 to 0. UNiTE.
Okay.
compLexity are going to be put in the 0-point club.
Has anyone ever been put in the 0-point club?
In League play, I've done it. Never in a professional match. I don't think you'll ever see that.
No, I don't think so. We beat some kids in Dallas in one of the second and third rounds. 10 flags to nothing on the first half.
Yeah, mercy rule.
Yeah.
But hey, it could come true here as UNiTE Gaming. They're up 5-0.
I mean, it's always possible. You know, I have a feeling he's going to make a comeback here eventually. And, you know, we're seeing right now, UNiTE, they're pushing up pretty far up. And
too far.
That's what happens. They're going to spawn them. When you push up to that brick side and you get near that white car and you see that white car, that's when you start force spawning them behind you.
Yeah, compLexity getting a split spawn here, but now Kelly, he's 1 away from earning his score streaks. Nameless could have him as well as TP trying to stay alive in the back, but you see UNiTE, they're starting to rotate back. They won't be able to take out TP here, it looks like.
Contested.
But still looking for Kill. Can't pick up streaks. What about you, Nameless? You didn't get any either. Saints, he's got a decent start to his, but Ricky, he's just going to hang back off his respawn. Trying to lock down position for his team. And compLexity, they got points. They're not going to get shut out.
No, and right now they really just got to focus on killing. Right there on that middle hill, you saw them trying to just run in there and get time.
Hardpoint identified.
At the end of the day, it's a shooting game. It's all about getting kills. And if you're just going to try and play positioning and try and just play that type of game, you're not going to win. You need to just focus on killing. And right now they gave Saint streaks, which is huge, but he's using them right now.
And what do you think of the play Ricky just made? So he gave up the positioning at the back tables, pushed more back towards the car that's behind this current hard point, tried to anchor from there.
You know, it's a good play from the standpoint that they were trying to push their subs out to the middle, so you can't really just have one guy on the hill just holding it by himself. But I mean, with the way Saints is playing right now, you probably could.
And he's got a War Machine now as well.
He's got a War Machine too. And I like the play because it's giving him some AR help middle so he doesn't have to look there and really just focus on
War
blue.
Machine deployed.
Killa snuck behind enemy lines. Let's jump to him as he's ready to challenge the anchor player deep. He's right around the corner. There's a big kill for Killa to make as you see Krim hanging out near the garage alley. Uh-oh, Krim. There we go. Nameless was able to stop Krim. Lightning Strike being called in right now for Saint. So this is going to clear complexity out of the spawn as Clayster does get taken out. And you saw it on the minimap. Who's now alive in the back? Of course, it's going to be Ricky. Finds one, takes out Aches, looking for another, but he gets sandwiched in. In the meantime, Saints is on a 10 kill spree.
Yeah, he's on a roll, but you know, the complexity still holds spawn after that, and they have to switch to flak jacket. But we saw this the last time on standoff when Saints got his War Machine. They really didn't switch to flak jacket fast enough, and they end up losing the game because of it. So it'll be interesting to see if they change their class setups.
Yeah, they just get bursted down from that War Machine, but now Killa, he's going to push towards the back fountain, and UNiTE Gaming, they will be able to take control of spawns, but complexity, they got around 16 seconds from that hard point.
Yeah, and I mean, you're going to need to get, for complexity to come back, they're going to need to get almost full time in this garage right here. You're going to need to really just, you can't force the issue. You really got to hold this down. And right now we're seeing the kill feed dominated by UNiTE.
Yeah, complexity, they are down by 100 points, and we haven't even gone through a second rotation of hard points yet.
Yeah, this is something we really haven't seen before, you know. And it's really, if you look at the scoreboard, there's really just no slaying going on from complexity, and they really just need to focus on getting these kills.
And Killa now, he just earned himself some more score streaks for UNiTE Gaming. Gets the lightning strike now. I believe he's got a War Machine on as his third score streak, so I'm going to say he's working towards that. 1 point inside the front. There you go.
Yeah,
just got his War Machine with that kill.
And you know, to be down by this amount and to give up score streaks right there, it's extremely difficult to come back and win this game. And I mean, I'm looking forward to the second rotation of hardpoints to see how it's going to play out.
I mean, into the garage hardpoint, this is the 4th hardpoint on the map. To not even have 20 points,
no,
that's got to damage your team morale.
Oh, absolutely. It's got to ruin team morale. And at the same time, if you put open the scoreboard, you see it's the slaying's all being dominated by UNiTE. You're not going to win games when after the full rotation of kills. I mean, for hardpoints, you only have, I mean, that's what, 12, that's like 18 kills combined with those 3 players,
That's
you know.
not a lot.
No, I mean, it's pretty much all of Saints kills right there, you know. So we just need to see more slaying power come out of complexity, which they have. It's just not really showing right now.
So complexity, they're currently down by 135 points. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot, you know. And it's gonna be hard to break up. To come back to something like this, you're gonna need to get like 30 or 40 seconds here, and then you're gonna need to acquire streaks off of this, and then you're gonna have to rotate to the next one. And it puts you in a tough situation, bro, because you can't give up this time to rotate, because giving up this time almost gives 200 points.
Yeah, I mean, going down 200 when you don't even have 30, that's a bit rough, but Killa got a 3-piece to take control of this hardpoint, looking to double up on some streaks. Whips out an AR, has the Hellstorm missile already, trying to stay alive. Switching back to the MSMC, picks up the kill stuff. He's got his lightning strike, working for another War Machine as UNiTE Gaming. They are totally dominating complexity right now. Currently on a 5 kill spree, still has his EMPs to throw out if he wants to try to get an assist to earn the War Machine.
Yeah, they are just dominating this game, and I don't think either of us could have expected this kind of dominance out of UNiTE, you know, especially on a respawn game mode. But you know, they are playing so well today.
So I'm thinking, Kelly, he could probably use his streaks to break this setup from complexity. I mean, I normally don't recommend using streaks on this bottom lot hardpoint, but when you have a lead like this, you could do whatever the heck you want. And here we go. Here comes the lightning strike from Killa. You're going to see just the complexity setup absolutely dissipate, but they were able to keep the spawns.
Yeah, and you know, it's good for them. They're able to try and pick up some time here, and it looks like they're still going to hold on to it. And right now, they just need to chunk a little bit of time at a time. If they can get streaks off of here, it could be possible. You know, Saints just goes in there and breaks the hardpoint pretty easily.
So it looks like the final 20 seconds will go to UNiTE Gaming. Keep in mind, Killa just used his lightning strike to break that bottom lot hardpoint. So he's only going to have a Hellstorm missile to try and break this up with complexity here. But I mean, complexity, they're rotating on time. They're in the right positions. They're just not getting the kills.
No, they're just not getting the kills right now. And yeah, I mean, you still see that.
Except for Clayster.
Yeah,
he's getting kills.
Yeah, Clayster's doing extremely well. But you're not going to win games where one guy is getting all the kills. You're going to need your teammates to really step up. And, you know, Nameless working right here ends Clayster's chance at streaks right as the hill pops up. So, you know, that's probably going to be the game right there.
And here comes Saints, makes his way into the hard point, takes control for his team, but still, they don't have, yep, they do have control of the spawns. You just saw somebody from UNiTE spawn over near Laundry, and UNiTE Gaming, they can close it out on this very hard point right now. They only need 25 points to do so, and they're picking up kills around the map. And here comes Saints being aggressive on the spawn points. We'll find the complexity players through the blue side of the map, picks up 2, and he's about to earn some more score streaks.
Yeah, you know, the UNiTE guys are pushing so far out that they're spawning complexity behind them, but you know, right now they're probably just thirsty for kills, just trying to dominate the kill feed and just really just get more of these streaks. Saints is just insane today.
Yeah, War Machine gonna earn some more kills, Lightning Strike as well, and they should be able to close out here on the garage hardpoint. So a very dominating performance by UNiTE Gaming in the grand finals here. They close out 250 to 62.
Yeah, that's something we didn't expect. A total domination right there out of UNiTE Gaming, just dominating the kill feed. And congrats to them, man. They played amazing today.
So they finally dethroned complexity from winning 4 consecutive Pro Point Series. You see Nameless in the round-ending kill cam there. Congratulations to UNiTE Gaming and their fill-in Saints for taking out complexity 3-1 in the grand finals. 34-19 from Nameless was actually on top. By the looks of it, I definitely would have guessed Saints.
Yeah, I would have guessed Saints too, but you know, they were just dominating the kill feed right there. I mean, they just really outslayed complexity and just racked up streaks, and you're not going to win games like that.
Yeah, I'm sure coming into that last map, nobody would have guessed that performance from UNiTE. They would have guessed maybe a lot more closer game, like 250 to 230.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everyone would have agreed would probably have been a closer game, but that was just amazing play out of UNiTE, and that was some of the best slaying I've ever seen.
So that's going to close it out for the 2000 series for this weekend. UNiTE Gaming, they are your champions. Go congratulate them on Twitter. So they're going to win a good amount of cash as well as 2,000 pro points each.
And everyone loves pro points.
All right, but unfortunately, actually both these teams actually sealed their invite for the Full Sail Invitational, but those pro points didn't help them at all. They already got their invite. And at Full Sail, you're going to be seeing Complexity, UNiTE Gaming, Optic Gaming, and FaZe October 18th through the 19th.
Yeah, and I mean, those are 4 the best teams we have. I mean, we saw 2 of them right here, and then Optic, that we've seen them in the finals too, and FaZe, we haven't seen them on these weekend tournaments, you know, but at PAX they were really good.
Yeah, they were lighting things up at PAX, but that's it for the 2000 series. It is all over, guys, but join us on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be our next broadcast. It's going to be Pro Scrims. I'm not sure who it's going to be yet, but it's either going to be Team Caliber, Curse, Complexity, or UNiTE Gaming. Chances are you're going to see those teams on the broadcast, but tune in for that. All the action kicks off at 7 p.m. Eastern at MajorLeagueGaming.com.